Well, hello, all you monster fiends, and thank you for joining us for another mini monster review. We were very lucky to get a screener of the upcoming documentary Chain Reactions, a documentary that is all about the impact of the 1974 horror movie Texas Chain Saw Massacre. It was directed by, now you have to bear with me here, Alexandra Philippe, and it centers around five artists, which is Patton Oswalt. What's his name?
Yes, you might.
Thank you. Alexander Heller Nicholson, Stephen King, and Karyn Casamana. I hope I've said that right. So we were incredibly fortunate to get a advanced screening of Chain Reactions, and it's a beauty. It is a beautiful documentary.
I thought it was going to be about Diana Ross, but no.
Oh,
Hey,
how
and
bitterly
jokes.
disappointed are you?
Yeah, no, it's a love letter. That's
Yeah, it
all
is.
what this is. It's five people's love letter to this movie.
Hmm.
That's the impression I come away with it. And everybody's experience is so different, but exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain because it's done in such a way that the people that are chosen have such different personalities and come from such different viewpoints and
Hmm.
places, like actor, director, author. You're looking through these people and you're like, you're all totally different.
Yeah. But you have one common ground,
Yeah.
and it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I would never have said Patton Oswalt was that into that movie. If you
No.
told me that guy was, I would be
Hmm.
like, nah.
Nah,
He just-
nah. He's a comedian. He's a funny guy.
He looks more like he's into Disney. Do you know what I mean? I'd never have said Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a million years.
No. I found Patton Oswalt was lovely because it was refreshing to hear his take on it. And it is literally them talking not only about their their experiences watching and I think this more falls towards how do you say his name? I'm so sorry.
Keshi Mike.
Thank you. He was probably the more interesting one out of all of them because
100%.
the way he spoke and the influences that he could reference into Texas Chainsaw from Japanese horror, and how there's a lot of things in Japanese horror you wouldn't be able to get away with, like you could with Texas Chainsaw. And it's how I want to be able to talk in life.
But the thing is, Takeshi Mike, for those of you who think you know who he is, but you can't really place him, he directed Itchy the Killer and also Audition. And Audition is something that I do want Sammy to see. It's a hell of a film. Um,
Looks brutal.
that's the thing about Takeshi Mike. He does not hold back. He is all about the shock, the
Yeah.
gore, the visceralness of
Mm.
the power dynamics and what can be achieved when you have somebody who doesn't have the stop
Yeah.
in
And
the brain.
it sounded like when he was talking about his own movies and referencing them to this movie, it doesn't sound like it's gore for gore's sake. It's very thought out. It's very planned. Like, even though I know thought out and planned is exactly the same words, but you know what I mean. It's very honestly, if you're gonna watch this, what and for no other reason, watch it for him.
Yeah. He went to see a Charlie Chaplin movie when he was about
Oh
17,
my God, yeah.
and he ended up watching this instead. And he said, if I never went and watched this film and I went into the Charlie Chaplin film, I don't know where my life would be right now.
Hmm.
I literally watched Texas Chainsaw and it changed the course of what I wanted to do with my entire life and where I was going to take it, which was kind of
A
I don't
turn
know
like
what, I found that kind of like really not shocking. I think shocking's a wrong word, but just how one thing influences somebody
hmm
so much. And especially when you look back on the original movie now,
hmm
it has its charm. And like he was saying, it's
Yeah,
shot on the grainy footage, but when they clear it up, it takes something away from it. And they were all saying the same thing, like
yeah.
they have battered VHS copies. And this isn't spoiling anything because you need to hear them talk about it to get where.
Oh, you have to.
but like one of them was Australian, and she was saying that the cut they had was different to the cut that everybody else had, and then that the version that they put on Australian TV when they finally released it was so bad because the VHS quality was awful on it, and it's just watching and taking things from their all their different viewpoints.
And they place themselves not only at the time of when they saw this, it was what was going on around in the world around them as well, and like how that obviously has an influence on their thought process. It was just it was honestly, it is absolutely fantastic. Alexandra Helen Nicholson, who is the Australian, she intrigued me from the second she said where she came from, and I was like, oh, you guys know scary, so you're gonna appreciate this.
She's
But
from Wolf Creek country.
yeah,
That's where we are with her. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
It's a beautifully shot documentary. It's very well put together. The opening of it is, I genuinely didn't know if that had been a reshoot or was from the movie.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, because I didn't remember that.
No, me neither. There's
And I
bits
was
of it
like,
I don't, there's bits of it I saw in there I've never seen before, and I've seen this thousands of times.
that's why I was thinking, is there some sort of uncut, not uncut, well, possibly an uncut version, director's version out there, or even like, when they miraculously find scenes from the cutting floor,
Yeah.
what we 50 years later, um,
Was
was
it
it 50?
50?
Yeah, 50 years later, 75. So they're at 50 years this year. And that's why they released the documentary. The only downside to this was that I felt like the last lady, she came from a totally different place that I could empathize with,
Mm-hmm.
came to her explanation behind it. And I felt she had a way of looking at it through today's eyes as well. Like all the others had sort of looked at it through their nostalgia
Yeah.
and what it meant to them and how it started their career. Whereas the very last lady for me saw it through today's eyes, which I don't think you can do. It's 50 years old. There's things that they would never be able to get away with now in that film.
Yeah.
And
It's a different point of view.
yeah,
But it's when you've listened to these people who have come before her, because she is the last one,
yeah,
and especially after King.
yeah, that was a choice of them
Yeah,
down
and
that
you
way.
and the fact that King manages to show you how this movie has influenced him and how much of a scaredy cat King really is.
I'll never forget that line he said. Um, It's something along the lines of, "There's a scared little boy inside all of us. It just so happens I've got his heart in a jar on my desk." It's something like that. It's not quite that, I know, so don't come for me, but it's something along those lines. And he always says, I like to watch horror, but I don't enjoy horror, but I like
Oh,
to watch it to see
he
how."
feels he
Yeah,
feels everything.
yeah, and, to be an empath and watch horror. Ooh, good luck.
Oh,
No.
hell. Well, again, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I have a feeling that there's going to be loads of horror fans, Texas Chainsaw fans,
Mm.
who would absolutely adore this. So when you do get a chance, please, please go and watch it. And just a shameless plug, we did our very own Texas Chainsaw episode. We did Leatherface on our first season. So if you
I
want to
watched
hear,
all 11 episodes of movies, so you didn't have to.
she did.
I did.
I didn't. But
You
yeah,
did.
go and get yourself and watch Chain Reactions.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing else left to say. Stay spooky, everyone. Bye.